My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. After more than 30 years at high level in medicine, Dr. B wants to remind you to never ever forget that Dr. B genuinely loves you and genuinely cares about you, and I say this from the bottom of my heart. Today, Dr. B wants to show you a banana, and a cup like this, a cup, small cup, you see, about the size of my hand. I can hold it with my hand, of beautiful grapes, white grapes and dark grapes, and this banana. So yesterday, a nurse brings these two into my room for me to eat. Oh, thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate blah, 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 blah. I don't tell anyone at work that I have this YouTube channel and that I'm on the keto diet, blah, 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 blah. I can keep it for myself and for my family members and closest friends. But I did save these into my bag and brought them home to show you today, to show you. Pay attention to this banana. This banana has about 90 calories, 90 calories. Think about that. In addition to 20 grams of sugar. 20 grams of sugar. Well, obviously I didn't eat the banana. I told the nurse, thank you very much, very grateful, blah, 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 right? And then she left the room. I put them on a little corner to show you today. This cup of grapes, beautiful grapes, right? It has 25 grams of sugar. Nasty glucose, fructose, saccharose, right? The sugar in fruits is glucose, fructose, and saccharose. Saccharose is table sugar, beet sugar, or cane sugar, right? The table sugar, these little white cubes, or this powder that you put in your tea or coffee and that you keep drinking all the time and eating, and it's a disaster. Poison. So think about this. 90 calories, 20 grams of sugar, and 25 grams of sugar. So in these two tiny little fruits that anyone would swallow immediately, in 2 seconds they are done eating these, right? You have 45 grams of sugar. Think about that. 45 grams of sugar in these two fruits, right? Remember, Dr. B is on the keto diet. I should never go more than 20 or 30 grams of sugar per day, right? So think about this. Imagine somebody who is not on the keto diet and keeps indulging on fruits, without talking about mangoes and watermelons and oranges and apples and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. It is a disaster, the amount of sugar that accumulates. One fruit after the other during the day, the evening, the afternoon, the night, especially on weekends when people keep eating and eating constantly, right? These are healthy stuff. But after a certain age, they are no longer healthy because they come with a poison called sugar, right? I used to eat this constantly. I still remember the good old days. Dr. B right now 50 years young, right? September 2025. I changed my diet, my lifestyle when I turned about 40. I still remember when I used to constantly eat not only junk food, but any food, hamburgers, pizza, this, rice, pasta, blah, 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 fruits by the kilo, by the ton, I mean, endless. Ice cream, sugar, this, that. I mean, it's crazy. The amount of food that I used to swallow, thousands of calories per day, right? But there is a time that comes when you have to say, well, that was part of the past. I need now to move on to the next phase in my life, right? The same way when you are a kid, you spend your time collecting stamps and collecting memorabilia and going to Disneyland and then doing this and then doing that and then constantly having fun and blah, blah, blah when you're a kid. Then you grow up and blah, blah, blah. You become a professional, blah, blah, blah. Then as a professional, a young adult professional, in addition to working in medicine, improving my knowledge, my experience in medicine, I used to constantly go out with all these girlfriends, all these ladies, beautiful, but constantly going out, movies, theater, traveling, blah, 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 and constantly eating like there's no tomorrow. But I'm happy that I woke up. I'm happy that around the age of early 40s, means about 10 years ago, I woke up. I no longer have this kind of fruits. I'm going to throw them away from my balcony into the backyard, into the beautiful garden, and the squirrels and the crows and the birds will take care of these beautiful fruits. But there is no way I'm going to eat these. Absolutely no way. Because I have made my taste buds used to no longer be addicted, and my brain, my limbic reward system of my brain, right, to no longer get addicted to sugar. Sugar is an extremely addictive chemical compound. Evolution has created your brain to be addicted to sugar, so that you constantly look for sugar, so that you constantly look for sex, reproduction, eating, then you die. Then the next generation, reproduction, eating, then they die. That's the history of all animals, right? So your limbic system, the reward system of your brain, is accustomed, is addicted to sweets. You love honey, you love sugar, you love ice cream, you love every beautiful fruit like that. Now, obviously, they are packed with antioxidants, minerals, fibers, blah, blah, blah. But you can get the beautiful minerals, antioxidants, fibers, blah, 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 from low-calorie, low-sugar fruits, like, for instance, avocados. I eat 3 avocados per day, morning, afternoon, evening. And avocado has only 2 grams of sugar, only 2. Think about that. Compare 2 grams of sugar in a beautiful avocado, in addition to fibers, minerals, antioxidants, and healthy avocado oil, to 20 grams of sugar in these nasty fruits, and 25 grams of sugar in this. Now again, it's good when you're young, and I did it, been there, done that, but you need to wake up. That's my message to you. Get your fibers, your vitamins, your minerals, your antioxidants from fruits that have very, very low amount of sugar, right? Get them from freaking tomatoes, right? Tomatoes. In one tomato, only 35 calories in one tomato. Just eat a tomato. Instead of eating this nasty stuff full of sugar, eat a tomato. 90 calories, and a tomato has only 30 to 35 calories. So compare that. 1/3 the amount of calories that you find in a banana, in a tomato. Or just stick with avocados, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blah, blah, blah. Low sugary fruits. Again, when you're young, go ahead, enjoy. But if you're young and obese and overweight, which is half of the American population, then even when you're young, you need to zip it, right? But if you are a certain age, then just change your diet, change your lifestyle, wake up and replace all these sugary fruits and watermelons and mangoes and apples and oranges and all these beauty and dates. My God, in a date, in one tiny little date, you have massive amount of sugar. Massive amount of sugar in one single date. I put a little table here to tell you, look, an orange, 20 grams, sorry, a banana 20 grams, in an orange 12 grams of sugar in one simple orange, in an apple 20 grams, grapes 1 cup 23 grams, mangoes 23 grams, watermelon just a slice, a tiny slice 9 grams, a date, a single date, a tiny little single date like that 16 grams. Do you see? Figs 8 grams in 8 grams of sugar in a tiny little, one tiny little fig. Pineapple, a tiny little slice, 16 grams. Cherries, a little cup, 18 grams. I mean, these are great fruits. Extremely healthy fruits. The problem is that they come with a poison called sugar, which after a certain age, you need to just zip it. That's it. I don't eat this kind of stuff anymore. Instead, I eat almonds. Plain almonds. No sugar, healthy dietary fiber, vitamins, minerals, protein, everything, healthy oil, everything. No sugar, no salt, nothing. 100% California almonds. Perfect snack. I grab a big. Whenever I'm hungry, I don't fight. I never fight my hunger. I grab a fistful of almond with a black tea or a green tea or any freaking tea. No sugar, no milk, no nothing. Look at this, walnuts. I'm not advertising any brand, right? Walnut. Look how beautiful it is. And it's written here, perfect for snacking. Perfect for a snack. Look, perfect for snacking or baking. I don't bake. I just eat them like that. You grab a fistful of almonds and you eat them, you chew them. It fills you up because it's full of healthy vegetable fats. Right? And then it fills you up. So whenever you have a hunger, instead of grabbing a pizza, or a burger, or fries, or an ice cream, or blah, blah, blah. Throw them away. Put this. Fill up your fridge with this. Fill up your fridge with this. Fill up your fridge with with avocados. Fill up your fridge with pistachio. I have the same thing in pistachios. Peanut butter, blah, 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 right? And this is how you age gracefully. This is how you lose weight and you will become like Dr. B, flat tummy. Look at my chin, 50 years young, no chin, right? And of course, combined to diet and exercise and sleeping well and good masturbation or sex every night, blah, blah, blah. That's it. You're going to age gracefully. But you need to remember to throw these away. I didn't tell the nurse, right, that I'm going to throw them away, but it was for showing to you. And as soon as I'm done, I'm going to throw them in the backyard, beautiful garden that we have in our beautiful condominium for the birds and for the squirrels to eat. Dr. B loves you regardless of your gender, ethnicity, color of your skin, blah, blah, blah. Get back to me if you have any questions. Get back to me if I can help in any ways. I love you, whether you're a man, a female, or a male, or anything in between, whether you're Democrat, Republican, I don't give a damn, regardless of your gender, etc. I don't care about your religion. I'm a doctor. I love all human beings. Put your question, your comments, anything you want to ask. I will get back to you as soon as I have the time. Thank you for your tips. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for helping me to grow this channel so that I can reach more and more and more people so that we can all together age gracefully. Khop khun krap, sawadee krap, and I hope to talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.